Alright, welcome everybody. I got something a little bit different today. I know it's been a while since my last upload. I've been working on something in the background, some Skyrim mod pack videos, but I kind of got carried away with this game that I'm going to kind of just do a little showcase of today. So we're putting the mod pack on the back burner for now, but you know, like all things Skyrim, I'm sure we'll be back. So anyway, if you guys haven't heard of Enlisted, it's a I guess sort of like a pseudo-realistic World War II shooter. Not as, let's say, realistic or hardcore as something like Hell Let Loose, or there was another one. I can't remember its name now, and it got renamed, so that was even more realistic than Hell Let Loose. But this kind of combines that Hell Let Loose with, like, Battlefield, not Call of Duty, but it combines those two aspects. So basically, just want to do a little showcase, show a game or two. Yeah, so let's just jump into things. So right now I'm currently playing as Germany in the Axis powers because Tiger tanks, so, and Stukas. But how this game works is it incorporates AI into the game. So as you can see here, we've got this squad, right? We've got multiple different squads here. So, you know, I got a radio operator squad to call in artillery. I've got my anti-tank squad. I've got, you know, my medics and my heavy machine gun squad. I've also got a tank running a Puma, but there's, I mean, I'll show you more. And then I've got my Stuka dive bomber here. I've got a couple premium squads, just this sort of like position assaulting squad, as well as this APC. But yeah, so when you join a game, you know, you pick what squad you want to play with for the time. They're not always available. Like if you get squad wiped, you know, there's sort of like a cooldown, but that allows for, you know, a lot of different variability in how you're playing. It's a pretty fun game. Like I said, if you haven't played it yet, I recommend you try it out if you enjoy like Battlefield. I would say the main difference between Battlefield and this is that it's a lot more unforgiving and more realistic when it comes to damage, right? So if you're using a bolt action rifle, you're pretty much going to one-shot anybody. Now there's a perk that can negate that, but you're really not going to see it too often down in these battle rating tiers, and I guess we'll go into that next. But so the damage is very realistic. I mean, you can pump somebody with an SMG. That part's a little weird still, but you know, you have to balance some things, otherwise people would just run around with SMGs all the time. So everything is viable at any point in the game. The only things that aren't viable are, you know, specific types of squads that are, and it's not even that they're not viable, it's more of just, they're very situational. Like, let's say snipers. You're not going to want to take a sniper to, you know, a close quarters map. You're going to want to take that to, you know, like the open deserts, or, I know I said not close quarters, but Stalingrad, you know? You're going to want to do those things with snipers. But assaulters are a little bit different too, just because, you know, having a squad that's running all SMGs, you kind of give up that range capability. I'm going to do just a little bit more explaining, and then we're going to hop into a battle. So first off, let's talk about this battle rating, and while we're up here as well, just the different nations. So currently in the game, there's USSR. I haven't really played as them. The Allied powers, so this is going to be mainly, you know, the British and the Americans. And then obviously for Germany, it's just Germany. Or actually, there are some Italian squads. I think this is a Italian squad, and really all it does is just change their voices when they're talking. And then there's also the Japanese for the Pacific campaigns. So these guys, from what I understand, like, I'm still pretty new to the game, but these guys are pretty new as well. They're getting some shiny toys. So if you're unsure of what faction to start as, I probably wouldn't start as the Japanese, not yet. From what I've read, I would probably recommend going with, you know, the USSR or Germany. I'll be honest with you guys, like, I'm still so new. Let me show you here. I have 71 battles, and my win rate is 36.62, right? But that's also because I'm still trying to figure the game out. I'm getting a better grip as days go by. You know, the importance of different squad members, and, you know, the importance of having an engineer in every squad you can bring them in. It's very important to have engineers because that helps with rally points, similar to, you know, Hell Let Loose. So let's talk about the battle rating. Hey guys, I'm just going to come in over top of this recording here and let you know that the information that I was providing here about battle ratings is no longer correct. They updated the game overnight from when I recorded it to when I'm now editing it, and I noticed this morning that that change was made. So all you really need to know now is that the battle rating is a +1 -1. So if you're a battle rating 3, you're only ever going to meet battle rating 4 and battle rating 2. If you're battle rating 4, you'll meet 5s and you'll meet 3s. If you're a battle rating 2, you'll meet 1s and 3s. I hope that makes sense. And I really just wanted to add this here so that I don't have inaccurate information in the video and not confuse you guys on, you know, the battle rating system. You're not going to see tigers at battle rank 2 or 1. You're not going to see king tigers. You're not going to see IS-2s or the new 90mm American tank that I think it's the Pershing or the Patton, I'm not sure. You're not going to see those yet. Now, let's go to the research tab here because this will help me explain. So this is sort of how the game works, right? So when you start on, you're on tier 1 for any nation you choose. You can see I haven't really done anything with the USSR or the Americans or the Japanese. I just haven't done anything yet. But I've been hard at work getting these tier 1 of German weapons. And basically what happens is, so let's take any given weapon here. So this VZ-24, you can see it has a battle rating of 1. So if your entire squad and every squad that you have is outfitted with, you know, a weapon that is battle rank 1, your squad's going to be rated as battle rank 1. And if all your squads are battle rank 1, then you'll be ranked as battle rank 1 overall. So I'm 2 because I have, you know, at least a level 2 weapon in every single squad. You can kind of control it. So sometimes you get into matches where you have people that are running around with like flamethrowers and you know you've been sort of up tiered in the battle rating, right? Which can be sort of a frustrating experience starting off, but nonetheless, the game is still incredibly fun and offers so much variability in how you play, just things like that. So anyway, with that now explained, you can see here that there's a whole bunch of items here. Different weapons, vehicles, planes. So how this works is when you play the game, you earn these research points after every match. And it depends on, you know, how you do, if you have a premium account, any boosters that are active, etc., etc. And they all stack on each other. So for instance, here I'm researching in this tier 2, this Junkers 87 D3, and I only need 3,715 more experience to go. Now, I'm at a point right now where I'm consistently hitting about 10,000 experience per battle, sometimes even upwards of 20. But again, that all just depends on how you're doing and if you're getting medals in the game and whatnot. But it's not really hard to do that because if you know that you're, you know, a sniper, you're really good with, you know, pinpoint accuracy, then you can reliably run like rifleman squads or even just a dedicated sniper squad and do fairly well. You can earn a medal for being the best sniper. If you're more that support role, you can run an engineer squad. One of the best ways to make experience is by putting down rally points, and so your team can spawn on them. If you like the SMGs, sort of like running and gunning, you know, you can play the assaulter classes, or I think it all starts as the medic, so you can play those. And it goes on and on. If you want to play tanks, planes, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do that you find the most enjoyable, you can do it. And you're not locked into it, right? So you see here, I have a bunch of squads. I think base you get 5 squads, I think. So you get 4 infantry type squads and then a vehicle squad. Maybe the second one, I'm not entirely certain. You can buy extra ones for premium squads, but that's something we're not really going to get into just because, you know, it's sort of locked behind a paywall. But nothing in this game, while we're talking about paywalls, is you're not required to really pay for anything, right? It'll only make your experience marginally better, I would say. Like the best bang for the buck right now, in my opinion, is this APC, a mobile rally point. But besides the point, everything, like I said earlier, in this game is viable. These rifles are viable against endgame tier 5 STG-44s or PPSHs. It's viable because it will one-shot if you're diligent enough with it. But yeah, so you start off with these lower tier weapons and you just kind of research them as you go. You earn silver as you play and you buy them. And there's lots of variability. So like this Panzer II-C, I also unlock this AB-41, which is the wheeled vehicle, and this Italian M14. And it just goes on from there. Same with the planes. Most of them are like fighters and attack fighters, so I don't think there's any true like heavy bombers. But yeah, as you progress down this tree, you'll start to see, like, for example, battle rating 1. Now we're getting to battle rating 2. So you put one of these in a squad and you're automatically, even just one squad having a battle rating 2 weapon will put you into battle rating 2. So if you want to stay at battle rating 1, or you want to stay at 2, or right at 3, you just can't have any battle rating 4 weapons equipped. So like an example of that, I believe the MP40 is still battle rating 2, which is just insane. But this ZK, you know, moving up to 3. Let's keep going here until we find. So here, battle rating 4. If you put one of these in your squad, you're going to go to 4, right? So you kind of got to play it carefully, because if you're coming up against, you know, say you're playing as the USSR and all you've got is an anti-tank rifle and you got to take this big boy out, it's not going to go very well. So you kind of want to play, you know, to your ability based on what you have unlocked, right? So, like, I'm not going to go up to battle rating 3 really until I have more of these weapons unlocked. Like, I want a semi-automatic rifle, but I don't want this VG-15 because it's battle rating 3. So I'll go for this Armagewehr mod 39, which is a semi-automatic rifle, but it's only battle rating 2. And you don't have to go up battle ratings if you don't want to. If you never want to see battle rating 4 or 5, you can stay at 1 and 2 the entire time if you find that enjoyable, right? If you find, I mean, shoot, even the MP40 is battle rating 2. If you find that fun, you can stay there. Or some of these lighter machine guns, they're all perfectly viable. The tanks as well. You got to be careful once you start getting up. Just, again, cognizant of when you're reaching that battle rating 3. But, you know, I guess the point I'm trying to make is you have a lot of really good options early on. Like, the anti-tank capabilities for Germany, I think, are kind of mid. Like, these rifles, they'll get you through to start the early game, but you're not going to be, you know, destroying stuff unless you get a perfect, like, shot that destroys the, let's say, ammo rack and just blows the top off. The Stern pistol also, it works, but, you know, the GRB-39, you're starting to get better, and then eventually at battle rank 3 you start to get, you know, the classic Panzerfaust, and then the Panzerschreck, and then, you know, more Panzerfausts, and it gets easier in terms of anti-tank capabilities. But if that's not your speed, or you're not a huge fan of, like, bolt action, because Germany has a lot of bolt action rifles to start the early game, and even going into late game, some of them are, you know, these Kar 98s. You can choose a different nation. Like, let's take the Allies, the United States, for example. Yeah, they've got a few rifles here, but pretty quickly you can get this M1 carbine, right? And, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but look, I mean, all I need to research is this, 33,000, which will only take, you know, maybe 4, 5 matches that are usually run like 20 minutes, and then maybe, you know, 10 or so to get this one, depending on boosters and whatnot. Shotguns, if you want to play with shotguns. But I think the biggest attraction here that leads me to probably play the United States next is this. I want a bazooka, right? I'm tired of these these little, what feels like pea shooters at times. Like, even the GRB-39 sometimes feels a little bit rough, like trying to destroy an APC is hard. But a bazooka at rank battle rating 2, sign me up. Better bazooka. And I believe even the Soviet Union has a bazooka pretty early. Yeah, so they also get the M1 bazooka, probably through Lend-Lease. And then they get Panzerfausts as well, because, you know, they would have captured Panzerfausts. There's also mortars in the game. If you want to play as a mortar squad, you can do that. And I'll kind of demonstrate how things work. I don't have a mortar squad equipped because I'm not the best with it. So I'm not going to really showcase that, but it's pretty easy to use. Right. Anyway, I think I've talked enough and explained this enough. So let's go ahead and just jump into a battle. And if you're interested and want to see more, you know, just leave a comment. We can talk about the upgrades and the shop and whatnot. But it's pretty much your average free-to-play game right now. Although I would say that it's a little bit better because you can earn... Gotta move this. You can earn, like, gold. Like, yeah, this is the Battle Pass Elite, but Stage 10, 100 gold. And I believe that if you finish the Battle Pass, you get enough gold to buy the next Elite Battle Pass. And then I think you get enough gold off of that to have some left over when you buy the next one. So, lots of options for you. I really wanted to quickly come in and just say that they updated the patch literally overnight, or the game, and now the battle rating is +1 or -1. So if, say, you're playing battle rank 3, you'll actually only meet battle rank 2 or battle rank 4. You won't meet 5, you won't meet 1, if that makes sense. So if you start off at battle rank 1 like everybody does, you'll only ever meet battle rank 2s. And if you're battle rank 2, like I am now, you can meet battle rank 3 and battle rank 1. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just play a match here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking around. Our teammate just placed a mobile respawn over there, a rally point. So that's what I'm trying to do, is find a new rally point, and we're getting shot at, I believe. Yeah, there's a tank coming down the road, so we want to try to get our squad over here as quickly as possible. Look at them just dragging their feet. I want to get a rally point set up over here, so we kind of have like 2 lanes of attack, if that makes sense. And then we will use that to, you know, launch our offensive. So we're actually kind of far from the objective. So let's place this here. We'll tell our guys to come in here. And then we're going to try to do some work on that tank. But I want to take that guy out before I do anything else, if possible. If we can see him. There he is. Oh, no, that's not him. He's somewhere. Oh, there he is. Okay, so we actually need this window. So let's go ahead and mount our... Well, too late for that. So I'm curious. I think they're shooting at me from this house. So they might have their own rally point in there. I'm going to just shut this door so that if anything gets through... Ooh, yeah, that was a close one. There he is. Got him. Now, all of his guys are right there, and he just respawned so he could tap me, and he did. So, good on him. He probably... It seems like he thinks we're the last ones in here, but little does he know. Yeah, so they've got a mobile rally point right there. But I'm going to try to leave some lull moments in here just so that we can, you know, just experience the game for what it has to offer. So they know I've got a rally point in here now, so they're going to be coming up. See if we can intercept this guy and possibly kill him. We missed. Missed again. Man, stuck on something. There he is. Okay, yep, he managed to get... Yes, so he knows that we have something up here. There we go. And he probably has a squad just outside that he's just going to keep coming in with, maybe? I actually didn't see him. He was alone, if that makes sense. It wasn't multiples. Let's move our squad into here, just in case. I mean, they're probably going to get killed, but with that being said, let's... Yeah, they tossed a grenade up here, so yeah, that guy is still around. I just bought this MG today. It's a premium MG, and man, okay. So he got me again. We're just kind of trading. He's probably pre-aiming, just waiting, because he knows we've got a squad. Got him right before he threw that grenade. So, there's now a rally under here, so... Yeah, he knows that we're here. So let's try to cook this and toss it. He did the same. So our last guy left, so if he gets us, you know, we're out, if that makes sense. Okay.
The enemy is rushing the control point.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even have a chance, but that opened up the window for our teammate there to come in and spray them. So it looks like we really need to place down some spawn points. So let's grab our APC here. And so with this game mode, the enemies are just trying to capture. They have to capture and hold both objectives at the same time. So if the more that we can get troops to the front line, the better. So if we keep putting down rally points, keep putting them down, that'll be very good for us. But as you can see, we're losing B as well. Sometimes you get into these matches where you just get steamrolled, and it is what it is, you know. Kind of, you learn from it, and you move on, so...
control of the position. Their position. Drop shot! The enemy is starting capturing the control point.
So we've kind of wreaked some havoc on their back lines. Not too bad. Let's fall back now. We'll cancel all of our units' orders. Uh-oh. The recoil on this gun is rough, to say the least. Let's see here. Are these guys still here? Yep. There we go. Let's cut across the street here. Try to get to Delta. See what we can do. We might get sniped going across the road here, but, you know. Man, that guy, kudos to him. Oh, missed that grenade. Dang. But we know it's just one guy, so there he is. Alright, there we go. So now we can get people on. Oh, they're just hanging out. Alright. Looks like we had a, like a friendly AI, maybe, possibly. So we gotta make our way back over there. Let's pull out our medic squad, which is our assault squad, basically. Not our premium assault squad, but just our standard. They're outfitted with all SMGs, so...
Our men are capturing the position.
Davon kannst du noch viel mehr haben!
The nice thing is you can mount your weapon on any surface for the most part. So you can really, you know, you may have a gun that has a lot of recoil, but with this you can try and mitigate some of it, you know, just by mounting your weapon. So we got a Panzer II trying to lock down the alley there. Still got 2 squad members alive, which is good. Looks like he's taking a little bit of damage. Alright, yep, so they're coming in. Yep, alright.
Our forces are taking the control point. Captured the control point. trying to take the control point. The enemy's trying to capture our control point.
Bleib einfach unten!
Our forces are taking the control point. We've lost the control point. We've captured the position.
Fahr zur Hölle! Stirb endlich!
The enemy is taking the control point. Capturing the position.
Kämpfer, treffen alle Ziele! So, wir müssen diesen Punkt halten!
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant!
The control point is ours.
Artillerie, Feuer auf den Platz!
Verstanden. Artillerie.
Right. So we've just called in some artillery, try to help our team out over at Delta. Seems like, or Echo, seems like they're having a hard time over there, but I think that's because everybody's pretty much on Delta. There's nobody on Echo, so sometimes you get into this just back and forth, where your team is like everybody, not just like the AI or whatnot, but everybody will just kind of cascade back and forth, and you don't get anybody on the objective. But I suppose that's standard for really any shooter where you're playing, you know, essentially capture the flag. Got a teammate hitting the AA gun, which is nice. I don't want my troops going in there. I just want them to hang out back here, because our AI contributes to the capture. So if your AI is hanging out on the capture zone with you, you get the sort of like how it tells you when there's more people, too many people, not enough people on objective, that sort of thing. So there's a guy over there just sniping our people. Let's see if we can... Well, it hurt him. It hurt him. Okay, someone else got him. Not bad. I'm going to try to go on a mission here. It seems like they might have a rally in there. Might have a guy trying to come around this way to challenge us. We got some kills with our artillery, which was handy. Right, I'm not hearing a rally point or the noise that it makes. It kind of just makes like some yeah, I think there's... So we went a little bit too far. Let's try to go back this way. All of our soldiers have basically died. There we go. See, you can do some help for your team if you just kind of focus on, like, wreaking havoc on the back lines, if that makes sense. Oh. Alright, there might be a rally over there. So let's go on a rally hunting mission. I'm thinking it's, like, right there. We'll spawn here and make our way around the back. Hopefully our team can hold Delta for us so we can get a move on here.
The enemy is rushing the control point.
Just as I said that. Alright. Well, looks like we need to divert our attention, so let's tell all of them to go to objective. Kill as many as we can. Let's get them on the objective. Right, we cleared it out. We took it back. This is good. They're throwing grenades at us, though. That is not good. Alright. Let's throw down our med kit for anybody. We can heal up again. Alright, and let's just try to leave... Oh, God. Let's try to leave our medics on objective. I mean, we're probably going to have to bring them along, actually, because we're going to run out of the zone. Right, let's see if we hear a respawn beacon. Okay, so there was an APC. It was probably ours. Alright, so we can't go any further than that. Let's see if we can get our medics on this back area over here. That we can continue to, you know, Oh, okay, now we hear it. There it is. Destroy that. So they can't keep respawning there. This guy up top there. We don't really care about him. Oh man, he got us. Okay. Good thing we already have a spot back here with our medics, so we can, you know, essentially tag out. And now we've got a new machine, new SMG, new ammo. I bet you there's a guy. Oh wow, there's quite a few of them up there. So yeah, well, we destroyed that rally point, so that's good. And we actually are putting up a bit of a fight now, it seems. That is way out there. Interesting. All right, here we go. Now we have some explosives this time. So let's go in there, if we can, and show them what for. There's just a single window up there, but they're using it to, you know, camp their whole squad there and then attack, shoot at us, take pot shots. So let's try to cook this. Throw that up there. Of course, it missed. Well, we got 4 kills with it. Oh, yeah. Here we go. There we go. They're trying to take Delta currently. Let's see if we can get back over there. Take that guy out. I bet you there's one over here. Nope. Okay. We're good. So they're still kind of trickling in. Uh-oh. So now they're going around the back of this building. Okay, he just placed a rally and we shut that thing down real quick. It's good. Oh man, he got us. Good on him. We'll just go up into here. Let's take this guy's SMG. This PPD. That guy had a Winchester. I wonder... Nah, okay, we barely have any. The PPD is actually really powerful at these lower battle ratings. And it's one of the main reasons why Russia has some of the best infantry. Probably the best infantry overall. Their weapons are just very, very good. Right, so we'll grab our MP34 back, I suppose. I hear them moving around, like they're trying to circle back into that building. Okay, so that guy... Ooh, look at that. Good thing we switched. Nice, that was a really good throw. Alright. My hunch is there is a new rally back there. Bunch of guys right there. Gonna run through our flames for a second. Unfortunately, we can't go too far because then we're gonna... Right, so remember that if we go too far, we get the return to battlefield prompt, which you don't want to do. We just want to keep hanging around over here. Keep wreaking havoc where we can. That guy with the MG was going to be a big problem. Alright, we're back in. We got that guy. He's down. Looks like they're going to rush this entrance again. Potentially. Okay, our team got him. That's good. Right, so I'm going to quiet down for this last bit and just let you guys take in the battlefield sounds and the gameplay, and so you can really try to help you decide if this game would be for you, or if you'd at least want to give it a single try or a couple tries, you know. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and we will convene after.
Ok, dobbiamo restare in posto. Yeah,
Our men are capturing the position. Trying to capture our control point. The enemy has started capturing the control point.
Hey, meine Schachtel ist leer! Ja, danach!
Our team started capturing a control point. The enemy is taking the control point. The enemy is rushing the control point.
Diese Position, Alter! Bin am Erobern!
We've captured the control point. Get back to the battlefield, soldier! Don't let the enemy fortify their position. The enemy is trying to take the control point. The enemy is trying to capture our control point. Capturing the position.
Oh, jawohl!
Right, so now that we're at the end of the match, you see that they have 0 respawns left. That is because, you know, we've weared them down over the time. They're constantly losing reinforcements, and now what's happening is the game's not exactly over yet because there's still some enemies around, and we have to eliminate the rest of them, or most of them. There's actually a timer starting now, so that's why our team is capturing back Echo, and we're just going to push up and hunt down these last few remaining soldiers so that we can end the game on a victory. This looked pretty bad to start, but our team held out. We did pretty good. It seems like they might be around this area here, and we're gonna take the win in 30 seconds here, depending on how many of them are alive right now. We may not even be able to get to them. They may be back in this zone. They might be over there. I do hear a rally point that I'm just going to try to find so we can get some free extra experience if we can get it before these time runs out. We got it. Right, so that was an interesting and exciting game. We had some pretty close calls there, and we did pretty well, I think. So, right. Let's just take a look at what's going on here. Let's go ahead and skip all that. So, we managed to get third on our team for the best assaulter, radio operator, and explosives master. All right, so you can see how I talked about earlier. It's kind of easy to get experience. Like, you have a game sort of like that, and I know not everybody, you know, it takes a certain amount of skill, reactions, and whatnot, but you can get there. I started off pretty rough as well, but anyway, we got a pretty good, decent chunk of experience, as well as some silver. And how that's calculated is this right here. So we got 5,871 base experience. Our premium gave us an extra 6,671. And then we got a victory multiplier of 1.5. And then multiply that number again by 1.4 for us getting a Battle Hero award. And like I talked about before, it's pretty easy to get these. You know, if you are really good as, let's say, an assault class, you're really good at running and gunning, you have a pretty good chance of getting this because, you know, not everybody's good with the same skills, but I think you can easily get a reward for something, you know? Like, I got explosives master, radio operator, and assaulter, and that radio operator is kind of just RNG if you hit a good artillery strike, you know? So we came out on top of that one. It was a pretty close game. Hats off to, you know, the other team. They really gave us a run for the money at the beginning of the game, but sometimes, you know, you get in these battles where people can just get dug in, and if you can't get ahead and place those rally points, it's a little harder because you have to run further back. So, you know, rally point hunting, sort of what I was doing, and just kind of roving on the right side of Delta, really helped the team, I think, because we destroyed a couple rally points that would have, you know, allowed them to flank us even better, maybe even get a side view of where we were spawning, and then be able to, you know, push our spawns back because we were getting killed as soon as we would spawn in. But luckily enough, that didn't happen. We had some good luck, and we're able to get over there and make a real impact for our team. If you guys enjoyed it, you know, I hope to see you out there. If you want to see more, go ahead, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. If you want explanations, I will explain what I can with the knowledge that I have. If you have a specific question you can't find an answer for, maybe I can help you out there. But otherwise, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you get notified when I come out with new videos. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video.